Let me tell you what false identity actually costs you. Because if I just leave it at, be the real self you are, you're gonna nod, close the video, and forget by dinner that you don't want to do something different. The cost is real, folks, and it shows up in 4 places. 1, your decisions warp. When the false self is running the show, you make decisions that spiritually look like they're not what it is. You take the speaking gig because it grows your platform, not because God said so. You launch the program because it serves the people. You skip the hard conversation because the role you're playing doesn't have time for conflict. In retrospect, I can look back and tell you exactly which yeses I gave from the artist and which yeses I gave from the servant. The artist's yeses always took more than they gave. Second, your energy drains. Pretending is exhausting. Performing is exhausting. Holding up a version of yourself that isn't really you takes constant effort. And after years of it, you're just tired. You can't figure out why. The work isn't that hard. The schedule isn't that bad, but you're depleted in a way sleep really doesn't fix. That's not burnout. That's identity exhaustion. Thirdly, your relationships flatten. You can't have deep relationships from a false self. The people closest to you start sensing they're always talking to the role, not the person. Your marriage gets distant. Your kids start performing back at you because they're getting the performer version of dad or mom. Your team feels managed but not led. And lastly, and this is the deepest one, you become incongruent with the desires of your own heart. That phrase isn't fancy, it's just what came out of my mouth when I started processing all of this, and I'll say it slow because I think it's the most important sentence in this whole video. You become incongruent with the desires of your heart in their deepest sense. You know what you actually want. You know who you actually are. You know what God actually put inside you, but the version of you running the show isn't built to pursue those things, so you drift. You succeed at things that don't matter to you. You build a life that looks right, but it feels wrong. And that's the cost. Now here's where this gets hopeful. Because the Bible isn't quiet about this fact. Actually, when you study the leaders God used, the ones whose stories made it into scripture, there's a pattern you can't unsee.